I just wanted a quick thanks to Shuchi, of course. I had the pleasure of co-authoring chapter 17 with her. I also thought I'd take this chance to a little shout out, a thank you to Todd Lash. Todd is out there somewhere. Todd, to me, exemplifies this community of practice. I met Todd a few years ago, and he's helped me step through the process of moving from computer science teacher to PhD student to PhD applicant to PhD student to PhD candidate. And he just kind of exemplifies this community. So I just thought I'd kind of give a quick thank you to him. Our chapter 17, myself and Shuchi Grover, we wrote questions and inquiry. So this chapter, we focus on two aspects of inquiry. We focus on how teachers can use questions to prompt discussions and promote deeper engagement, and how teachers can respond to student questions. So there's three main parts here. Part 0 looks at questions teachers ask themselves and of the lesson plan. So helping the computer science teacher be sort of a reflective practitioner. And I remember this myself, driving to work or driving home from work before or after teaching a lesson, and just those questions that are reeling around in my head, whether the activity went well or did not go well. Part 1 discusses questions to foster inquiry, prompt discussion, and deeper understanding. And then part 2 looks at student questions and how we might respond to the different student questions that arise in the computer science classrooms. Questions teachers ask themselves and of the lesson plans. We look at questions like, how can I make this lesson more inclusive? How can I ensure that opportunities exist for creativity and innovation? How can I ensure that examples accommodate student backgrounds? Considering prior knowledge, how does this build on prior work? In part 1, we discuss questions to foster inquiry, prompt discussion, and deeper understanding. And there's 5 examples in that part of the chapter. Questions to help students plan a solution, probing questions about a code snippet, evaluating alternative solutions, artifact-based questions, and questions based on buggy programs. And then in part 2, we discuss student questions, whether they're questions around algorithm design, data structures, even just syntax. And we ask whether the instructor or the teacher should be responding to all those questions in the same way. If there's times where they should be providing more information, times they should be providing less information. And we talk about considering the type of question being asked, consider the learning goals of the lesson, and considering the students themselves. That's a quick roundup of chapter 17. It has arrived here in Canada. I've been walking around the house reading it out loud to my kids. They like that at the start. I think they're getting a little tired of it now. But it's been a real pleasure. And yeah, thanks again, Shuchi. Thanks for everything.